Diploma credits.
The new era of online education. The fast-track online solution to higher education. Live, work, study anywhere in the world and at your own pace. Earn a bachelor degree in just 18 months. Endorsed and accredited by OFQUAL-Qualifications UK and accepted by WES. Created for the new generation of students that want to accelerate their lives with globally recognized degrees and begin their career in business, hospitality, healthcare, and information technology. Study at your own pace, at your own time, at your own convenience. Completely online and no exams. All diploma courses are assignment-based. For all ages and genders with no discrimination of cultural background.
Diploma credits is the new era for higher education.
Earn your advanced entry diploma course by a simple online application procedure and enter the world of the modern online education era.
There is an island in the Mediterranean where prosperity is a way of life. Since ancient times, Cyprus has been a stepping stone between civilizations. Graced with vast stretches of coastline and 340 days of sunshine per year, Cyprus is a natural paradise. A warm and friendly lifestyle with a vibrant culture and art scene. An excellent sampling of Mediterranean tastes and a love of leisure. From its secluded beaches to its majestic mountains, Cyprus is a world of everything. Taste its flavorful gastronomy, get to know its rich and fascinating history. Cyprus's unique advantage make it not only an amazing place to visit, but also one of the best destinations to call home. Residents and tourists alike enjoy all that Cyprus has to offer, whether it's the friendly warmth of the local people or the warmth of the island's sun. Cyprus welcomes the world.
Diploma.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, yes. Hi, Priyanka.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
Hello,
Priyanka.
everyone. I
Hello,
hope
Henry. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
you are all doing well. So thank you for joining us today from all over the world for this exciting webinar. Myself, Priyanka Uttekar, I'm working as a marketing executive at Diplomacredits. I'm managing the professionals and strategies and branding while actively engaging with students to guide them towards the right educational opportunities, right? So I'm delighted to walk you through how our platform can help fast track their educational and professional goals. So before we begin, let's take a moment to ensure that everyone is set up.
All right. So, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for being here with us today. I know there's different time zones in different countries. We are located all over the world. We are an online platform, and today we're going to present to you all about the era of online education with the platform of Diplomacredits. This is just information of what's going to happen today. We are going to have the head of operations talk to you about enrollment, how to enroll as a candidate, or if you want to be a Diplomacredits consultant. And soon we will also have the founder of this, genius program, I want to call it, because it is truly genius. We are in the 21st century, and now everything is changing, and so should education. First part of my presentation will be about studying in Cyprus and why Cyprus is the #1 study destination in the world. And when I say that, I truly do mean it, because I've been to so many countries for developing education, and Cyprus is truly a hub. It is located in a very nice location. So and it opens many doors for you. And then we're going to give you information about studying in the United Kingdom, because many people do want to study in the United Kingdom, and they also have other possibilities to not just study, but they also have the chance to have with them their families. So there's a large majority of people that would like to study and also have dependent visas. So that's a second option. But what we will be discussing is how Diplomacredits will save you time and money. Okay.
So Diplomacredit, it's an e-learning platform offering OFQUAL-regulated and is an Office of Qualification and Examination Regulations diploma courses in collaboration with LSEE. So we are proud to provide students with a time-tested model learning over 10 years of experience. It's affordable and flexible courses, qualifications recognized worldwide. So our mission and values are to empower students by providing flexible, affordable, and globally recognized educations over core values. And so basically, we are providing quality education, maintaining high academic standards, student-centric approach, offering personalized learning experiences and affordability, ensuring education is within everyone's reach. Right. So now you might be wondering that why should I choose Diplomacredits over other learning options? So well, here's why is it's a fast track education. Our diploma courses provide a quicker route to higher education and career success. It's a worldwide recognition. Since our programs are OFQUAL regulated, they are accepted by universities and employers globally. It's a practical and industry relevant learning. We focus on skills that are in high demand in today's job market. And yes, the most important thing is no language barriers. So English proficiency isn't a restriction to access quality education. So yes, we understand that credibility matters when choosing an online education provider. So that's why we have partnered with leading institutions and regulatory bodies such as LSEE, a renowned awarding institutions, Autumn, a UK-based awarding body, and OFQUAL, the Office of Qualifications and Examination Regulation. So these accreditations are ensure that our diplomas meet international academic and professional standards. Our courses and global universities provide pathway to higher education. So Diplomacredit students have gained admission into university in final years. So United Kingdom, we have UCLA and Anglia Ruskin University, University of Bolton, and many more. In Cyprus, we have University of Nicosia, Larnaca College, Frederick University, and many more. So by completing a diploma credits program, students allow the opportunity to further their educations worldwide. So here's a recap of what makes diploma credits the right choice. Flexible learning, global recognition, cost and time savings. So by choosing a student guide and education that aligns with today's fast-paced world. So now provide deeper insights into the university's option and course specialization. I would like to introduce Ms. Henry, ma'am. She will explain how our qualifications open doors to top institutions and career opportunities. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Let me just share my screen. Let's see how we can do this. Okay, so as I have mentioned, Diplomacredits is one of the first online platforms in the world, and it gives the people to study at their own time and at their own pace. First part of the presentation will be about how one can actually study, work, and live in the Republic of Cyprus, because Cyprus is the ideal study destination. And with diploma credits, we can assist you to get fast track into a university in Cyprus or a college. So at this moment, I'm very proud and happy to announce that because of diploma credits, we have been nominated for the CIDIA Awards 2025 for the education awarding ceremony that will take place here in Cyprus, in Limassol. So I think this is a very, it's very honorable for some kind of an awarding association to honor because of the development of a new platform and also advanced entry into higher education that gives people the chance to study with less time and money. Okay, now why is the Republic of Cyprus, one of the best countries to study? It is one of the safest countries, and it also opens doors to another 33 European countries. Now, it doesn't mean that as soon as you study in Cyprus and you have a student visa, you can travel to all these other countries. You still have to apply for a visa to travel to the other countries, but because you are a student in Cyprus, they issue the visa very easily. So during the holidays, you can travel to any of these other 33 countries very, very easily. We have globally recognized, education, because all the universities and the colleges here are very regulated by the Ministry of Education and the European Union. So this guarantees that any student that has graduated from any university or any college in the Republic of Cyprus, and please keep in mind it's the Republic of Cyprus, that you are guaranteed your degree is valued anywhere in the world. There are so much work opportunities while you're studying also. So it's not just about studying in a European country, but it's also being exposed to the European nature. So once you are a student and you have your student visa, you are also able to live and work at the same time, therefore getting exposed to the European culture. The accommodation in Cyprus is cheaper than other countries such as the United Kingdom, or the other day somebody was speaking to me about Armenia, about Holland, about Germany. So there are many, many options to study, but the reason we believe that Cyprus is the education hub is because it opens your doors to the European Union. Then once you graduate with your bachelor degree, if you want to continue, you can, easily continue for higher education, possibly for work or for a master's program in other countries. But here, Cyprus gives you cheaper accommodation and living expenses. We also have the fast track programs that are accredited and are approved. We already have students that have entered the universities here in Cyprus with their fast track entry diplomas. And there are many, many reasons why people want fast track diplomas. For example, we have candidates that are maybe 30 or 40 years old. Maybe they have graduated 10, 12 years ago from high school, and because of their life experiences, they didn't have the financial freedom, or they couldn't travel at the time to continue their education for a bachelor. So fast track is not just for young students that are fresh out of high school. It's also for the adults that didn't have the time to progress for a career or study for their degree at the time. So that is another reason fast track is acceptable. So it's not just for younger candidates, but it's also for older students. People come to me and they say, you know what, I'm 30 years old. Can I continue my studies? And the answer is yes. There is no age limit for somebody that wants to continue their studies. So please keep that in mind when you're thinking about education. Even today, somebody from India, they said, oh, I want to come and work because I'm too old to study. And the girl is like 30 years old. Because you're not too old to study, you can study even when you're 40 or 50. In Cyprus, we had, I think, the oldest graduate from the university, they were like 87. And the reason that they graduated from a university at the age of 87 was because they said, you know what? That is my dream, my lifetime dream. So keep educating yourself, and there's no end to education. Teaching here is all in English, so you won't have to worry about another language or learning another language. And with diploma credits, it's very easy for you to get into the university without any IELTS. So there are many ways to enter the university because you have completed the diploma credits, and you don't need to get in, you don't require the IELTS, but we can, you will be prepared to take any other ESOL qualification they're required, okay? The guaranteed visa, the student visa, is prepared by the university. So again, there is nothing for you to worry about. The process is actually quite easy. There are scholarships, we say up to 50% for the universities, okay? So the scholarships are for the universities, and they usually provide up to 50% for academic excellence. So depending on your situation and depending on your background in academics, you could get up to 50%, okay? Usually they give 20, 30, 40%, which is, again, depending on your qualifications. And then you will receive that in your offer letter. And most importantly, for me, I think the weather conditions here in Cyprus are so beautiful. You will never have a boring day in your life. And I don't want to say this, but yes, it's very difficult in the United Kingdom to live and study and work there at the same time because of the weather conditions, So things to keep in mind. We do also have 2 international airports where you can travel to and from. So this is also very important when you're going to decide on where you're going to study. Traveling is very important, and if you can take a look at the cost for traveling, you will see that Cyprus is a much cheaper country to travel to and from than any other country in the world. Okay, monthly living expenses, as I have mentioned, the rent, you can start from 250 up to 500. Of course, it could be shared accommodation, and many students do this and families do it. So it's nothing to worry about. Transportation is between 20 to 50 euros. We're always talking about euros because it is a European country. And once you are registered as a student, you will get a student card where you will have a bus card or, you know, any other kind of a student card to have cheaper transportation. Food, again, approximately can be from 200 to 400 euros. Miscellaneous, for example, a phone card. The other day I helped one girl from India. She wanted to have unlimited, you know, phone calls, and I'm talking about in Cyprus, unlimited phone calls and unlimited data, and the cost of that was like 10 euros. So as you can see, it is very, you know, contemporary to have some miscellaneous items such as that. The capital of Cyprus is Nicosia, and we have more than a total of like 55 colleges and universities in Cyprus. So for people that do decide to study with advanced entry diplomas, here on the right, you can see the universities that do accept these candidates. We already have students registered in some of these colleges and universities. So we're very proud that Diplomacredits is giving the opportunity to students from whatever background or country or belief, which is very important because, you know, sometimes because of a particular background, it's not easy to get your student visa. But because you are already having some kind of an investment with yourself, this is another thing to think about. So Diplomacredits is proof that you're not just going to come here for any other reason, but because you have already invested, you know, time and money to educate yourself with level 4 and 5. It is much easier to get a student visa, not just for Cyprus, but also for any other country. So when people talk to me and they say, you know, what is the advantage of, you know, having advanced entry diploma credits or qualifications? Well, you need to think that education is an investment. So if you show to any kind of board, even the immigration or the university, that you have actually took the time to invest in yourself some kind of money, or take the chance to study even online, you know, just to prove that you really do want to be a student and enter that country, it is much easier. So don't just think of the time you're going to save and the money you're going to save, but also think of the investment you have already made for yourself, and that is more than enough proof for the organization that will accept you as a student, okay? So while you're studying in Cyprus, the Republic of Cyprus, you will have 30 hours work per week if you want. So that is an option, and you will be able to have about 40 hours a week during the holidays. Once you complete your bachelor's or master's, and this is not just for Cyprus, this is also for the United Kingdom, you will be able to apply. You will have up to 2 years to continue and apply for your visa, possibly even a work visa after you graduate. And that is for 2 years, okay? Most of the students, I would say, that do graduate from Cyprus, they do tend to stay in Cyprus because it is such a beautiful country. And if you study, for example, something like health and social care, hospitality, computers, accounting, there is a very high possibility that you will be hired. I don't want to say 100%, even though for hospitality, it is 100%, because there is a very high demand for hospitality and even healthcare. So there is also the advantage that you graduate, you will feel comfortable, you will have a job after your graduation. Again, today, somebody from India, they were speaking to me, and they have entered in Cyprus to study, and they have been living here for 9 years now. So we have testimonials from other students as well. All right. So salaries in Cyprus are approximately 1,000 to 1,500 euros. And this is not just for students that have just graduated. This is for every single individual that is living in the country. Here we have the categories that you can study: business administration, hospitality, nursing is very popular. There is a very high demand for anybody that wishes to study nursing. And there is a need for 9 million nurses around the world. So that's what I'm saying. We guarantee for certain, majors that one decides to study, that there will be a job for them, and not even only in Cyprus, but even in United Kingdom, because after you graduate as a nurse, a registered nurse in Cyprus, you can easily find work in the United Kingdom in NHS, and then eventually have your permanent residency. So hospitality is also very, very popular here in Cyprus, because it is a very tiny island in the Mediterranean, as you saw from the videos. And for example, there's only 1 million people living on the island. But during the summer months, there is like maybe 5 to 6 million people that visit the island. So therefore, you can understand that, there is a very high demand on hospitality. Okay. If you have any questions, please do type them in the chat box, and we will answer them right after we finish. The cost and criteria is here according to your years of education. So minimum requirement to study is 10 years. So if you have 10 years of education, all right, you can only apply for the United Kingdom. The Republic of Cyprus does not accept students with only 10 years of education unless they're actually living in the country. So you have to have, if you're coming from abroad, you have to have 12 years of education, and you must be over the age of 16. All right. So this is for Cyprus. The first thing you will need to do is complete level 4 and 5. So you will have, for example, 12 years of education. You will register with your agent on Diplomacredits platform, and they will consult you what is the best course for you, what you want to do at that particular time. You will register for 4 and 5. Now, we do suggest that students register for level 4 and 5 at the same time. So, for example, if somebody wants to begin their studies in Cyprus in September 2025, by showing that you have registered for level 4 and 5, it shows that you have a commitment to complete level 5 as well, and you will get exemptions. You will get your offer letter to enter the country in September. That's why it's good to register for 4 and 5 at the same time. You will enter as a student in September. And then meanwhile, you will be finishing your level 5. So by December or January, when the term finishes and you go on to the next term, they will take the transcript that you have completed level 4 and 5. They will standardize it. So that is how you're going to get your exemptions. Okay. And that will mean you're already in year 3, because you have completed most of the courses from year 1 and 2. So always keep in mind that each educational board has their own exemptions. So we cannot say for sure it's 100 credits they will give you, 120 credits. It always depends on each organization. Even here in Cyprus, if you are, for example, my son was studying at one particular university, and then he decided he was thinking about going to another university in the same country. All right. So, and they're both universities, they're both under the Ministry of Education in Cyprus. And the law states that, if you studied for 1 year, that means we can only give you 6 months of exemptions. So it's not just because of Diplomacredits is an online platform, it's because it's the regulations for each university and always depending on their programs. Okay. So Level 3 is for students that do not have a high school certificate. So just as I mentioned before, okay, maybe somebody is 30 years old or 40 years old, and they only had 10 years of education. But meanwhile, they have grown and they are now, they had 10 years of experience working in hospitality. So they can register to do level 3, for example. And that will give them their A levels, and then they can do level 3, 4, and 5, and then they can get into a university in the United Kingdom with just by completing 1 year. Okay, so there are many opportunities, not just for younger students, but also for older students. The awarding body is with our partnering company, which is LSEE, and it's regulated by OFQUAL, which is the highest awarding body that regulates the contents of the materials provided by the organization. And that is the reason it's accepted by the universities, because if it has the OFQUAL, transcript, then the university says, you know what? The OFQUAL, which is the regulating board, the awarding body that has issued this transcript for this student, it's true and it's real that it's endorsed, and I can take this student to be under my umbrella, because everybody's worried nowadays that, is it a true document? Is it a real document? But with the OFQUAL qualification, there will be a QR code. So as soon as you receive the certificate or the transcript, and you try to apply, or you apply to the university will immediately go look onto the QR code, and they will see that, yes, you have received this from OFQUAL, and it is an OFQUAL original transcript. So we are not giving any documents. LSEE is not giving any documents. The documents and the transcripts are coming from the awarding body itself. All right. The cost for each diploma course for levels 3, level 4, and level 5 is £1,999, and that's for each course. Now, considering that 1 year in a university or in college will cost you 3 or 4 times that amount of money, plus your accommodation, plus your transportation, and everything else you need to spend to complete 1 year. So this is how you're going to save a lot of time and money with the advanced entry diploma courses. So the payment is completely online, either through your agent or through the Diplomacredits platform. All the enrollments are online also, so you will upload your documents online, and then the head of academics or our department will look into the documents, and once they are approved, then you can pay and be a full-fledged registered student for the advanced entry diploma courses. Okay, the learning method is completely self-study. So people say, what time are the lectures, or I don't know if I can make it. So and I think that is the beauty about the online platform, is that you can study at your own time and at your own pace. All you need to do is watch the videos, do some research, and then upload your assignments. Each course has about 6 assignments, so possibly 3,000 to 5,000 words per each assignment. Once each assignment is completed, you upload it onto your portal. Once all 6 assignments are completed, then they are submitted to the examinations board, which is going to OFQUAL, the awarding body, and then they will give either a pass or a fail. So as long as there is no plagiarism, there is some the content is according to what is being asked for, then it's not going to have a grade. It's going to have either a pass or a fail, just like the other exams that they have, for example, the ESOL exams. Okay. Now, the approximate cost here in Cyprus is, as I have mentioned, in euros, it's about 7,000 euros for a university. Now, if you decide to study at a college, then the approximate cost goes down to 5,000 euros, which always depending on your financial background or status. The difference between the university and the college, you know, they say, oh, I studied at the college. Believe me, they're exactly the same materials, you know, it's just like an IELTS and maybe some kind of a Pearson exam. So they're the same, but it's because of, you know, either their size or the country they're regulated in. So that is the only difference. Other than that, the contents for each, you know, for example, if you're going to do a bachelor's in business administration, whether you do it at a college or a university, it doesn't really matter because it's the same. The difference with the college, it's much smaller. The premises are smaller and they don't have all the facilities that a university has. Okay, so don't think that you don't want to study at the college because it's a college, or you want to study at a university because, you know, it has a higher standard. As long as the courses are standardized, it doesn't matter whether it's a university or a college. All right. So normal fees for a university are approximately 9,000 to 10,000 euros per year. So here you can see how much money you're saving because with your advanced entry, because you will just need to pay 2,000 pounds to get equivalency to 60 credits. So that is how you're going to measure yourself. The first installment that needs to be paid is 4,000 euros, and that is because the immigration of Cyprus says any student that will come into the country, they must have at least 4,000 to pay. That's why they make sure that you pay the 4,000, which is nearly half of the installment or more than 50% of the installment. And then you also need to have 2,000 euros in cash to declare at the Larnaca airport, which at the time they want to just make sure that you have enough money to either support yourself for maybe 1 or 2 months until you get yourself settled. So after that, you can make some kind of an installment plan with the university or the college, and you can pay monthly. So they just want to make sure, this is what I said, Diplomacredits is an investment, because it's not that people don't want or the immigration doesn't want students. They do want students, but they want to make sure these students are ready to commit themselves to get some kind of an award, a degree. They don't want just people to come over and, you know, just find work or just live and not, give back. So with Diplomacredits, because you are already making an investment, so you're not coming with just, your high school certificate, you're coming with advanced entry. And believe me, this was happening in the United States maybe more than 50 years ago. So people were receiving associate degrees, and then they were, going forward to a university. So this is exactly the same thing. Level 4 and level 5 is equivalent to an associate degree, which means 2 years of education. Cyprus student visa is your gateway to the world, and I mean that. It's one of the best visas somebody can have on their passports, because imagine that you have the visa from Cyprus, that means that you have you have been filtered by the immigration of Cyprus, and they gave you that visa. So with diploma credits, because of the investment that you have made to enter the country as a student, the university will actually prepare your documents in the Republic of Cyprus and prepare your student visa. Everything you need to do in your country, you will have to do it in your country, and you will have to get it notarized and, you know, stamped. That is something else. Okay, I see that we're having questions, and I'm happy to see that. I'm finished in just a few minutes. Other fees that might apply are lawyer fees in case you have a dependent. Show money is important for proof of bank statement for the last 3 months. If you're coming into the Republic of Cyprus, you need to have a minimum of 7,000 euros as show money, which you can withdraw, for example, the 4,000 euros and then to pay for your installment of 4,000, and then you can also withdraw your 2,000. So it doesn't mean that show money needs to stay there. You just need to show that bank statement. It is available either from you or your sponsor once you make the application for the college or university. Okay. Now, some information about the United Kingdom. There is no doubt that the United Kingdom is one of the greatest study destinations. And imagine that one of the best study destinations in the world accepts the contents or the materials from diploma credits for advanced entry into their universities. So we've had hundreds of students just last year alone from one particular country that entered the United Kingdom with their advanced entry certificates from OFQUAL. So if the United Kingdom, one of the best countries in the world, accepts these advanced entries with the OFQUAL qualification, you can imagine the standard of this. Now, as I mentioned previously, advanced entry is not something new. It's been happening in the United States and in the United Kingdom for many years now. It's just never been put on a particular platform. And we have decided now that, yes, it's time. People are ready. They don't want to spend so much time and money studying for 3 or 4 years. The world is actually ready to move forward to a faster pace for educating themselves for a higher education. Okay, so with the advanced entry diploma, you will be able to enter the final year of a university in the United Kingdom. Which university you decide to register or apply for, we do not take that responsibility. We do have certain universities that we can say, okay, you can speak to that consultant, because we do refer consultants upon your request. So speak with that consultant, and then they will assist you further or what is the best pathway for you. Okay, but believe me, it's already been happening. So as you can see here, as we have mentioned, diploma credits offer a pathway to higher education. So with level 3, it's equivalent to a high school. That's for people with only 10 years of education. With level 4 and 5, you can, proceed to the final year. That means you do 3 months of level 4, 3 months of level 5, and then you go 1 year into the United Kingdom and you get your degree. And this is how we say, earn a degree in just 18 months. All right, so it's very quick and affordable. No IELTS are required. Some of the best courses that people register for is the business management, as you can see, hospitality, health and social care. Believe me, I just visited UK a few months ago, and there's signs everywhere. There's so much work for health and social care in the United Kingdom, even for ambulance workers or nursing homes. It's just so many jobs out there. And something that computers are always popular, of course, and there is also a pre-master's program for level 7 We haven't introduced it to everyone yet, but it is available. So for people that already have a bachelor degree and they would like to, apply for a university either in Cyprus or the United Kingdom, they can do a pre-master's, okay? And that's a level 7. This is approximate cost, okay? This is not the actual cost, but just for your information, the best person would be your consultant, and we can refer consultants for you in a particular country or area. So the student visa is £3,000 per person. Tuition fees are approximately, now that the United Kingdom is no longer in Europe, their fees have actually nearly doubled to all other university fees in Europe. So as you have seen before, the university fees in Cyprus were approximately, 7,000 to 10,000 euros. Here it's like 18,500 pounds. Okay. With a scholarship, it can go down to 15,500 pounds. And of course, living expenses are much more expensive in the United Kingdom. And this is, again, it's approximate because it always depends on the area. I don't know, on the accommodation. Transportation is also very expensive there. So we do have some tips for you for students that want to have the advanced entry. And if you register now for the Diplomacredits advanced entry, you will be able to make the next intake possibly in, before the end of the year. And we can refer you to the consultant that collaborates with UCLan University, which is in Preston. They can also assist you with, your accommodation, because they do have accommodation and homes that they can assist you while you're getting ready to, begin your new education. Okay, so this is what we have for you now. And I do hope that I didn't bore you too much. We are open to questions. But before that, we have Mr. Darshit Patel, which is our head of operations. And there is Dr. Chaminda De Silva, which is the genius behind all this for advanced entry education and changing the world to higher education. He's currently in the United Kingdom, in Blackpool, where he has the accommodation that he assists students to enter the universities, possibly with dependents that are traveling to the United Kingdom. Chaminda, can you give us a few words about studying in the United Kingdom? You have been there for 25 years, half a lifetime.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Dr. Chaminda, for joining. Yeah, please go ahead.
Chaminda, you're on mute.
Hello, hi.
That's it.
Yeah, good afternoon to all of you. Thank you very much for inviting me for today's Zoom session with Diploma Credit. Thank you very much, Mrs. Dashid, Andre, and all the Diploma Credit team. Yes, we are partner with the Diploma Credits to give the quickest and the fastest way the students they can achieve their degree, either bachelor's or master's. London School of Executive Education is currently arranging the students for these fast track diplomas, so they don't have to waste any time. It's your own time. You can use it to study the online, and it's 100% online, and there is no exams, only assignments. So then you can achieve your diploma, then it's fast-tracked to the university program. In that way, not only the time, actually, the students, they are saving more than 2/3 of tuition fees. So normally in the UK, if somebody want to study from year 1 to year 3, final year, from first year to final year, they have to spend it more than £48,000. But doing the diploma credits, so it's costing them is actually fraction of the tuition fees. So it's like you can complete your whole degree is below 21,000 pounds, including the university final year. So so these courses you can finish within 9 to 12 months for the whole foundation, first year, and the second year. So you can jump it to the final year directly. And also these the qualifications which covers in the university's most hardest years, actually first year and a second year. So as a international students, when they come to a new country, they are struggling to adapt. So what I've seen is a lot of students,
Hello.
they are a lot of students doing these qualifications in back home, it gives you the first year and second year university experience. Rate for the students are 99.99. So far, actually, almost all the students, they graduated, not only getting the degree, because United Kingdom, when you finish the final year, you will eligible for post-study work visa. So that UK government gives the international students 2 years work permit. During the work permit, you can work full-time work, and according to your field, then you can look for the new opportunities. UK always looking for bright and best students. So if you do the studies very well, if you pass the final year very well, always opportunities in this country. So and also we have a master's programs, as Mr. Dashit and Miss Andre explained you before. So either you can do the bachelor's degree or master's degree. We are there to help you. So and also another thing, not only the tuition fees, I needed to talk about when you move to a new country, when you do the studies, you needed to find the accommodation. So it's the most hardest thing for the international students to find the accommodation in here. So because once you move to the new country, you have to go to estate agents, and you needed to give the reference. But with our 123 uni living partner with the diploma credit, so all of our students, you'll have a discounted accommodation for the students. Normally here in the UK, one bedroom flat cost around £650 to £700. So like 2 bedroom is going around 800 to 850. If you are coming alone, or if you are coming as a family, if you are coming alone, as a single student, we have a en-suite bedrooms with cooking facilities, and you can stay there below the £500. So like that, we give the diploma credit students, we give the opportunities to stay in UK for a very cheap price. These are all 4-star hotels. Andrew, you can share our Blackpool accommodation. So this is all available for our diploma credit students who want to come to UK for final year. You are welcome. So once you come here, we have another a service for the students. We give the massive database of the whole Lancashire region, a database of the employers, so you can connect with them and you can find the part-time job. So we assisting you with the connecting the employers in Lancashire region. So it means not only Blackpool, it's a Preston, Blackpool, and the Fleetwood, Clyde, St. Anne's, in these all areas. So Lancashire region is like I can say in the northern area, the most industrial area. So any field you come, either you are coming from education background, if you are coming from health and social care background, if you are coming from banking and finance, if you are coming from manufacturing background, so every the employers database we are giving to our students, so you can connect all of the rooms which are connected to the high-speed internet, Starlink. So the students, they can have 24/7 internet service, and also for diploma credit students, like we treat our own 1 to 3 uni students, so they'll have a free breakfast. So all of these things we doing for like every day. We provide the cereal, tea, coffee, and the bread, butter, jam. So these ones also complimentary for students, because we want you to study well your final year. So we want you to go to the university, and another beauty of these final year, when you do the diploma credits, complete the diploma credits, the final year, you just needed to go to university 1.5 day. Most of the universities, you have to go to 4 to 5 days. When you go out from the house or your accommodation, it's costing money. So transport costing maybe £10. So when you go out, you have to buy coffee and other things like, when you go out, you come out again, 20-30 pound, you spend it somewhere. So we want students to focus. You go out only for university and your work, and the rest of the time you focus on your education. So so that's why we providing the common area. Every hotels has a common area, so there you can do your study work. I hope I covered the most of the things. With respect to UK education, when you do the diploma credits, year 4 and 5, your final year cost is £15,500. From there also, we try to give to our students 1,000 scholarship with the University of Wolverhampton and the University of Central Lancashire. So these scholarships available for diploma credit students. So we try to help you to get the scholarship from the university. Thank you very much. If you have any questions about the UK education, we are there to help you.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think that was
thank-
very informative. Darshit, you want to add something?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Chaminda. So I would
Thank you
like
so much.
to share my screen and walk everyone through the enrollment process. Okay, let me know, Andrew, if you are able to see the.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so hello everyone. Let me introduce myself first. Like I'm the head of operations for Diplomacredits. And as you see this page, it's under enrollment on diplomacredits.com. It's a simple enrollment process. Based on your geolocation, you can select any of the tabs in here, and a short form would pop up. So here you can put in your interest in the course and add your basic information. And this detail will be submitted to the consultants in your respective areas. Once they receive it, here the whole process has been documented step by step. Like they will introduce yourself, they will request your basic documents, and once those documents are received by them, they will share it with Diplomacredits team for the verification. Those documents, once verified, the consultant will create a account on behalf of you. These documents are then uploaded there, and as I mentioned, after the verification, they will give you a go ahead to enroll into the course that you have selected. So Diplomacredits, as you mentioned here, see, review minimum enrollment requirements for the course. Offer details will be shared with your consultant within 48 hours. So 48 hours, they will have the information that your application is approved or denied. There are two ways there are two ways to enroll in the course of your choice and process the payment. Consultants will help you enroll in a course on Diplomacredits platform. A student enrolls directly into the course you will need unique code of your consultant before payment can be processed. There is also an invoice options. We have seen that a lot of students that we have enrolled are benefited by that because of the exchange rate. Like the bank exchange rates are better. So that is also an option. You can request an invoice as well. And it usually takes 2 to 3, 3 to 5 working days for the payment to be credited in our bank accounts. Once the payment is deposited, Diplomacredits team will share the login credentials with your consultant, and then eventually it will be received by you. And that's where you start your journey with Diplomacredits. So this is a short and sweet registration process. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaminda. Darshit, yeah. Getting confused there. Yeah, I am getting some questions into the chat box. So I guess this is for Dr. Chaminda. Some students are asking if they can register at any university in the United Kingdom. What are their options? How do they register? Things like that. So
Actually,
yeah.
London School of Executive Education and 123 Uni with the Diplomacredits. So we partner with the Anglia Ruskin University, University of Central Lancashire, and the Wolverhampton University. And these are partnership programs. So these programs give more flexibility to your study. So we don't work with many universities. We work with actually 4 universities: Anglia Ruskin, University of Central Lancashire, Wolverhampton University, and University of Aberdeen. But Aberdeen, we have a campus in Qatar. So, we don't recruit for all of the universities, but these are partnership programs. So, we give them the maximum benefit to every student. So, the different universities have a different criterias, and the how many days you needed to attend, and the course structure. So we when you ask from like the students themselves, they can ask your friends who's studying. So some of the universities, it's they are unnecessarily putting so much pressure to students, and their quality wise is not much good even. So we work with these universities, like example, University of Wolverhampton. They have a very good ranking, and the Central Lancashire is the one of the in whole Lancashire region, it's a top university. And at the end, we needed to look at the employment rate of the graduates. So these students, their employment rates are very high. So so these things we needed to look at. It's not only the university name, it's the output have like a very big opportunities around this area. So we work with the universities which give the students the more benefits, more helpful for students to complete their degree. And also you can find better opportunities after your graduation. So we theoretically, once you have a diploma credit, you can apply for any universities. But from us, it is guaranteed you have a final year entry. And also, we guaranteed your course. You just needed to attend 1.5 day per week. And also the lecturers, they are very helpful. And also university is giving amazing service for international students. And your not even that, once you graduated, even they help you to find the work placements.
Yeah, I think that was very insightful information, Dr. Chaminda. It's very important that, you know, workforce is important. My son, and I can just give you know, my son, and I can give a fine testimonial. He just graduated from UCLan University. They have UK and Cyprus. And yes, it is a very prestigious degree, because I mean, as soon as he graduated in June, and then like right after the summer holidays, he was hired for a very prestigious company, and he's currently working as a supervisor for e-commerce, you know, and receiving a very high salary for his age. He's just 23. So yes, please do keep in mind the workforce after you graduate. And again, while studying, it's important you have time to gain some experience, because I'm talking as a mother now, because my son was studying, you know, at UCLan University, where he had like 1.5 days of courses, and then he was working. He was getting experience while he was studying. So what Mr. Chaminda has just shared with us is very insightful. So keep that in mind. Some people come to us and they say, I want to go to that university or that university. The fact is, traveling and transportation is expensive. So if you need to go, I mean, to a particular university or college for those so many days a week, then it does make, you know, education more expensive. Even in here for hospitality, we have Larnaca College. They says, we only want the students to come in for 2 days a week, you know, for so many months. And then we give them the opportunity to gain experience and work. So very important. And those are the universities and colleges that are being referred. Please do ask your questions.
one student asked, which university option will you transfer the credits to? So we, as I mentioned, we can transfer the credits to University of Wolverhampton, University of Central Lancashire. So these universities give you direct final year entry, and even the final year, there is no exams, only assignments basis, and the and your plus your project. So it's the these universities are international student friendly universities, so it gives them a support. They understand the culture, so they give the more support to the international students. So this is that's why I mentioned. So you needed to look at the employability rate and the support you get, and the value for your money. So the most of the universities now, the tuition fees is going around 18,000 to the finally 18,000 to 21,000 pounds. So let me explain you another one. Maybe there are like foundation courses is doing by Kaplan, study groups, Cambridge Education Group. So they are the once you complete your degree, it's going to cost you like around 60,000 pounds. So imagine not even 60,000, and your accommodation, at least you need a £1,500 to live in the UK. So that money also you needed to bring it from your home country, because you are allowed to work only 20 hours. So when you work 20 hours in the UK, like when you start the foundation course or first year foundation course, you only allowed to do the 10 hours a week. So 10 hours you can earn, let's say the national minimum wages is like around £12 if you work in a McDonald's or KFC or KFC or Burger King, you these with the coffee shop, Starbucks, Costa, any of these places, you are ending up with the getting 10 hours a week, and this 10 hours you get around 120 pounds, so 480. So rest of the money is needed to bring from here. So it's better you manage your finances, you come to the final year, so you have more, you can more concentrate on your education. So it's a very cost effective way we did it for our diploma credit students. So it's at the end, we don't want international students to come to UK and you struggle here. So it's not easy any country, Europe countries, in USA, Australia, Canada, every country is expensive. So it's not like our home country. Home country, you're not paying for accommodation, you are staying with mom and dad. So when you come out there, you will understand how hard is the life. So with that hard life, you want to have a hard life, hard situation in your education. No, you needed to have a relaxed mind with the less expensive. Plus, at the end, all of us, we need a certificate, the certificate which says you have successfully complete the bachelor's in science, bachelor's in business administration, bachelor's in engineering. So at the end, is a certificate is not for keeping at your home or telling to your friends, yes, I graduated from this university, that university, but at the end is you. It's you needed to think, yes, how I'm gonna do with the less expensive and get the best job.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
very well said. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chaminda. It is a degree is a certification, or it's very important at some time throughout your life. There are many business people out there that, you know, they're very successful, they're millionaires, and I know them myself, and I'm sure everybody here knows them. And they've reached a stage in their life, you know, and we're going to talk even about Steve Jobs. Look what happened to him, you know. Yes, he had the vision and he created what he created, but at some point, because possibly because of his background, you know, he didn't have that ability to keep that position. So yes, you create things as a person, but having a degree, it makes you more, you know, dominant as a person to know where you're heading. So it is very important to have a certification. And that's why sometimes they ask you to have a certification for a language. That means you are approved. And that's why Diplomacredits is certified with LSEE by OFQUAL. So what we're saying here to everyone right now, we're saying, you know what, don't believe us, but believe the United Kingdom government, you know. So if something happens, you're going to say, you know, it's from Diplomacredits, but Diplomacredits is from OFQUAL. So then we go back to the government. So you see, we are all very, very well connected.
So these, yes, Andre. So these ones, not only every university they give the credits, every university, but because we have a partnership with these universities, so it's very easy to get the offer letter, and we just look at the past customer experience. So all of our students, they are happily completed their degree, and they got the best service from the university. They paid the money, they got the best service. None of them fail. So that's the thing we needed to looking into.
Testimonials are important.
That's the more important for us, like the successful rate. So, and we see what services the university gives. So they look after our students very well. So that's why our partnership is very strong.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the families that are there in the UK, in your Blackpool area. So they're very happy there. And they did say because of, you know, Dr. Chaminda and the courses they followed, they're very happily living there with their families, you know, as dependents. So testimonials, I think, are very important as well. Okay. Do we have any questions? Please do share your thoughts here, that we have everybody on the panel with us, whether you're a student or whether you decide to study or how to apply. There are questions here. Yes, the first documents we need is your high school certificate. You need to send us your documents for approval. And we need to make sure that they are authentic, all right? And then once you're approved, then we will refer you to your consultant. Okay, that's it from me. Please do
and
share
the
your thoughts.
email for send. Yeah, sorry, Andrew.
Yes.
Email ID for sharing your documents is info@diplomacredits.com.
Okay, I'm putting it info at. Okay, I just added it to the chat box. The webinar today is being recorded, so please do have in mind that we will share it on social media. And any other information, you can also look us up on social media for Diplomacredits. Okay.
Any other questions, Andrew? Do we have?
I don't have any other questions. I've answered the ones that they have come to us directly. So there seems to be an interest. And yes, I'm very happy that there is an interest, because this is the new era of online education. Just like everything else is changing, so is education. All right. So feel free to contact us if you're not sure Send us your documents. We will see if you are eligible to continue your higher education, either in the United Kingdom or Cyprus. We are here to help you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining today's webinar.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Thaminda.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you very
Zaminda.
much. Thank you, Mr. Dashit, and thank you, Andre. Thank you. See you.
Thank
See you
Bye-bye.
you.
soon.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.